Okay, so hopefully this is working. We find out later. Anybody that's seen this on a replay or live, of course, we're just going to be going through some changes and updates that we made to the game recently. Okay, so hopefully this is working. We find out later. Anybody that's seen this on a I was getting echo. Okay, so we'll go in, start. This started. Yeah, all looks good. Okay. So the first thing that we've updated is, you can probably see the character model. We now have a male or female option to choose from. You can now customize the character. So we're using metahumans, which are from Epic Games. We've upgraded the engine. So we're now using Unreal Engine 5.6, which has all of the latest MetaHuman updates. So we're utilizing MetaHuman characters as the playable characters. So you can choose, like I said, male or female. You change skin color, hair. Run through the options quickly. So there's lots of different variations that you can choose from. Either as male or female. So again, in color, female, etc. Get the idea. And again, the same for hair. That one for now. Hair color can be updated as well, and it will also apply to eyebrows, which you change yourself. The eyelashes the same. Beards or mustache, of course, for female won't be an option, but if I change to male, then they will. Yep. So that for now. So yeah, basically customization of the character, whether you choose male or female. You've got the option. So let's exit that. The other thing that we've added is dedicated servers. So again, we're still in development. This is still in test phase, but there is an option to connect directly to dedicated server, which I'll do now quickly, for up to 50 players. Again, that needs to be fully tested, stress tested, etc. But the functionality is there. Everything works as it does in the main game. Print. And wait. Now if I exit out here, back to the lobby area, fire up second client on my second PC next to me. And I can show you the joining of sessions which you can host and connect with Steam friends, basically. Okay. Just go change stuff. So yeah, connecting. So if I go and invite a Steam friend, that will pop up on the second PC. I will accept and the other player is now joining this session. So you can host the session with up to 4 other players, so 5 in total, via your Steam friends list. And any minute now we will load in. Yep, there we go. Okay, so the other player can also, well, each player can customize. I believe, hang on a moment, this is, I know what's happening. Let me just host and start. Oh, it isn't. Okay. Oh. Because we joined a dedicated server and didn't close the session, which is my fault. So I'm making notes as we go as well. So we need to close dedicated. Okay. Right. So these 2 players are now loading in correctly. So I'm here on the map, top right corner, and the second player is currently here. So this they are 6 kilometers away. So what I've done is I've added surrounding the map 16, I believe, spawn points. So new players will spawn in at a random location unless you craft a bed. So if I was to get some cloth and planks, I can now craft a bed. 5 seconds. Now I can now place here and set a spawn point. So if I exit here now, the session will close. The other player will be kicked out in a moment. Should load in correctly into the lobby area with the clothes that we were just wearing. So new players now start equipped with random t-shirt, jeans, and trainers. It's random every time you first load into the game, and it's also random again when you die and respawn. So you always start with basic clothing, essentially. Okay. So if I now add the player back in, 1 moment, accept this invitation. They will join shortly. Just loading in on the second. See them. Second now. Yep, done. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show. So if you watch the second player, updates are live as I'm customizing on my second PC. Yep. Can't see eyebrows, eyelash, and everything else because it's, it's quite far away, but you get the idea. So I can change skin color, I can change hair type, and everything individually as you would expect. Okay, so that is that. Now if I start a session, the other player needs to be ready. Sorry, we are going in. So when you host the session with friends via Steam friends list, the host has the game state saved. So if player A has the host session saved, player B will join that session, but when they go to play again, they need to be connected to that same host. Otherwise, then it doesn't recall your save, basically. So it doesn't recall what you have in inventory, your clothing, etc. If you join dedicated, then that does. And as you can see, we respawned at the bed that we set. Okay. Let's get a axe here. Okay. I did see a bear somewhere. There, running. There. So recently I reduced damage from all AI. What the AI do to the player. Still enough. It's still enough to your threat basically. But yeah, all AI damage has been reduced because they were very overpowered basically. So that's it. Another thing that we've done to the UI or the inventory. As you can see, there's no need to scroll any longer. So if I equip full gear quickly, so I won't see that one. Pants. That one. Boots. And ballistic helmet. If I okay, so we now have a full 48 slot inventory. 16, 32, yeah, 48 slot inventory. And if I get a chest, put this up in the bed, close the session and back in. Oh. Okay, so previously we had a click and drag system, which following the last playtest I done, a lot of people complained that it was just not user friendly to do this. Okay, so what I've added is a shift click loot in and out of a container, or take all option. So looting is now a lot faster. If I come out and I just give myself the stacks of everything, there is back. Yep. Shoulder. Shoot the bear. It also happens, or you can take all from here also. Okay, and shift click, take all. Shift click, take all. Shift click, all. Okay, so that makes looting a lot quicker. Another bear. Let's just put it. Now, if I shift click all these items into the chest. Right. Got some bandages. So yeah, AI is still a threat, but they don't do as much damage as they done previously. Angle of space. Okay, that's cool. Oh yeah, as you can see, I've added animations for healing. So healing animations. Yeah. Drinking. And there is another one thing, I believe. get a apple. That here and yeah. So just basic for now. It's something basically that we didn't have before. Okay, so we were testing the take all. So basically, click with shift in and then take all out. Item stack also. So if I was to split this here and drag them in, that will stack back to 5. Yeah. So item stack in and out of inventory or container or chest or however you loot with shift click, and the same out or take all basically. But you can see all of the inventory all of the time now, which is a big improvement to what we had previously. Okay. You can probably see as well that some of the, let's just do the starting, get that out of the, activate the new one. So the gathering tool is a free craft from the beginning, and it says that it does very low damage and it's just used to gather basic resources. One of the other issues that cropped up in the playtest was that the stones on the ground were very difficult to find. But now they're easier to see under the grass, basically. So there's more here. Gathering stone. Okay. And then for wooden sticks, you hit wooden logs. Oh, there's one stone as well. So we'll get the stone and log. That's that done. Okay, so the quest now follows automatically to the next stage, which is cotton berries, as you can see. So these are the cotton bushes, which deplete when you gather them into inventory. Same as stones, same as logs, and here, same as berries. Okay, so that all goes directly into inventory. There's no need to gather from the ground. So we have an axe now also. Watching there. We've added also animations to harvesting trees and rocks. So tree. There we go. Tree animation. On felling a tree, you can also jump over stumps, and then that will disappear in a moment. It's 30 seconds. Performance-wise, it's running a lot better. You're getting a solid 60 FPS, but I have got it limited to 60 FPS currently because I'm streaming and well, playing the game in epic settings also. Okay. So that's trees. If I give myself a axe, where that go? Here. And rocks. The rocks now will use chaos destruction when depleted, and then disappear. Okay. So we've got animations for all of the harvesting. And yeah. Okay. So that's the new foliage updates. If I just disconnect a second, get a notification. Game as well. Is that closed? Oh yes, flashlight. Okay, so Another thing that we've added recently, I just changed the weather to... So yeah, previously we had a torch, but now, as you can see on the bottom of the UI, we've got first hanger temperature. We've now got flashlight. Flashlights are available from start. Help in the dark, of course, and obviously inside buildings. But the flashlight does deplete when it's switched on. Okay, switched off, then it no longer depletes. So you need to manage basically the flashlight level. Yeah, van. Okay. Yeah, you need to manage the flashlight level. So we're now at 94%. I get myself a battery, which you can loot. Containers. I use the battery. That will put you back on 100%. Okay, so you can top up the flashlight with the battery, and that all saves with the player settings and everything as well. Let's get rid of stuff. Actually, no. Back. Oh, this is. Oh yes. Where's that called? Get more. So we added a arc, I guess. Made it really, but yeah. So the grenade, if I just throw, we've also added a Niagara effect to the grenades. And yeah, so that's been changed. It's just trying to remember everything that's been done recently. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Top of the screen, you can see that we have a compass. If you look on the mini map, we're now facing north. Go west. Same for east. So it just basically aids with the direction that you're facing, basically. I turn this back. There we go. Engine web. So yeah, compass. So yeah, we've added the compass to the UI. We've also added a couple of different points of interest. So if we head this way, we'll get to the campsite. So there are a number of campsites located on the map. We've also got motels here. We've got obviously the Swanfield City. We've got down here the military base. The Red Skulls, they're raider camps, so you'll have armed ranged AI in these raider camps, so they present more of a challenge. We've also got the residential areas, housing. We've got farms, and then soon I'll be adding in like a fire station, hospital, around the roads surrounding the map, gas stations, diners, garages, workshops, etc. So it's just getting the map fleshed out, I guess, you know. Another big change you might have noticed is that I've disabled first person for now because it's taking too much development time. So as an example, we have the male and female characters. but add first and third person. I need to adjust the clothing, every clothing item for male and female, which looks good in third person and fits. And look, yeah, basically looks good in first and third person. But ranged weapons need to be adjusted for male and female separately. So if I'm to do that for third and first, I need to adjust the aim down sights in first person for male and female, because the models are slightly different in size, and also for any attachments like scopes, etc. So yeah, I've just put the development of first person on hold for now, while I focus on more important updates to the game, basically. We've also added junk items, which you can sell to traders at the safe zone, which is where we are, 4.5 kilometers away. Yeah, the map is 8 by 8, so 64 square kilometers in size total. So it's a good size map, basically. Okay, so if we head then to the campsite to start with. Up there. Show you some of the points of interest as well as we play through. Yeah, so campsites hold little to no threat other than sort of wildlife and AI. That over there. Out there. So, hotel. We'll go down there in a moment, but that's one of the points of interest that we've had. Yeah. And here we are at a campsite. Okay. So you can logs, like the campfire, and then with the meat that we got from there earlier, in and cook automatically. Yep, and then it automatically. If I change the weather, snowing, take the log out, then it will go out, stops burning, and the snow will form again around the campfire. And when you light it with the logs, it will melt the snow around again. Okay, so nice little feature in. And if we yeah, as you can see, the temperature goes up. When you go out of the area, the temperature goes down. So if you find yourself that you are too cold, you can always find a campfire and gather some logs and warm yourself back up, basically. Yeah, so when you burn the woods in the campfire, then it produces charcoal over time, which is used in some of the crafting recipes. Okay. If I get a crowbar, that, or right, barrels. You hit barrels in the world. There we go. You gather scrap metal. Okay, scrap metal can also be gathered by killing zombies, and also by drinking any metallic or eating any metallic item. So can get some. Where's the scrap metal? There. So we've got 15 now. If I eat a can of tomatoes, that'll go to 16. And then if I drink a energy drink, that'll go to 17. Yep. So you can gather scrap metal by barrels, by killing zombies, by looting in the world. Like here, we've got a empty can, so that'll give you 18 scrap metal. Fish, eat it, then go. You can also cook fish and everything on the right too. It's a trash item. Yeah, it does say in the tooltip, so you can convert this to scrap metal also. So that'll give us 19. So then let's just go back down from here to the back. Snow. Now we've got enough cotton, we just need to gather some berries. Yeah. Yeah, looting zombies you can pull, or it makes looting that quicker. So we're going down to the motel now. Lots of cloth. There we go. So Zomcoin, scrap metal, feathers, cloth, they all stack into existing stacks in your inventory. Okay. So I need to find some berries. Let's go find. Progress the quest, basically. Okay, so now need to craft axe. Pickaxe. The crafted items have slightly less durability than the example fireman's axe or the metal pickaxe. So they have higher durability and do slightly more damage. Yeah, so the metal pickaxe and the axe do 30 and 45 damage. And then the axe does 30, yeah. And the pickaxe also does 30. I need to adjust metal pickaxe. So that it makes sense that you find loot better items as you go. So the other thing that you can do, if I get it, yeah, not sure if I change the model for this. So repair bench, repair your items, and it tells you the cost to do so. Give myself some coin, 1,000 on 999. We can items there, and these can be crafted from the crafting workbench. Yeah. So if I get some planks and nails. Workbench. 30 seconds. Just sort the crafting work. Slightly different. Both. Yeah, so once you've got usually you've got the player crafting, which gets you basic items that you can craft from the beginning. Okay, then the crafting workbench gives you a lot more options that you can craft. Yeah, and then from there, the idea would be to make a table saw, as an example, or the repair bench. Get the table saw. Place down. It gives you the options to craft all of the more advanced, I guess, building parts. Yeah. So just to give some progression, basically. I just make this quest. Select logs. So done 3. One more. 20 stone. These. This stone. Okay. And scrap metal, 19 of 20. So, and no. Ah, okay. Right, I need to look at why that did not up. Scrap. Okay. Next thing that we need is a rope, so I can make one of here. Okay. Now I can make a small backpack. Obviously, we have one, but yeah, when you would start as a pawn, this will be more apparent that you need. Rope get crafted. That's no wooden sticks. That's what I'm saying. Get wooden sticks from logs. And now I can make a bow and arrows. Believe I've got enough. Yeah. Arrows. Activate. Oh. Right, let's go find it. And you can collect the arrows. Then now we need to kill a deer. Okay. Right, deer. We need to find some deer. We'll actually, no, we'll just go into the well. Yeah. Yeah, so every container should have items spawn at random, and then they respawn after a set time. Yeah. Sources. When you hover over the items to loot, they will automatically. There we go. You get the idea. So yeah, so that's storage, our resource room. Oh. Containers again inside the motel, bedrooms, cupboards, dressers, etc. Yeah, you get the idea. Yeah. Hotel room has same, well, varied layout, but same chances for items in each room. Yeah, and yeah. Stairs. Got the downstairs. Again, same thing. Oh, done. That's the motel. Right, map. Are we? If we go here next, some harder hitting items. Oh yeah, bolting, mantling, etc. It's all done with the gas motion hatching. Yep. And not sure. Let's try if I've enabled it on vehicles. Like, no. Yeah, the vehicles need some of the collision changing. But yeah, I've not enabled climbing on vehicles yet. Yeah, but it will be added. Heading here. Right, let's again clear out. What I do want is some. Yeah, well, oh, how would I? So yeah, so let's head towards the ready camp. And we'll see what happens here. So the raider camps are basically quite a challenge. There's 10, I believe, ranged AI inside each camp. Got them dotted around the map. Terrorist location. But the loot inside the raider camps is worthwhile. So, higher risk, higher reward. Yeah, as you can see, they do present challenge. So inside the raider camps, you have a chance to loot better gear, basically. So that gives you here. Think about. Yeah, you get the idea. But yeah, climbing is enabled here. Right. So, right, I just need to pause the stream one moment, and then we'll be straight back. Sorry about that. Anybody's actually watching, but yeah, I needed to get a drink. Okay, I'm back in the game. So yeah, so raider camps. They are dotted around the map, all in these locations where you have the points of interest. We've seen the motel. If we go here next, which is one of the housing developments. Oh, we gonna get this. Yeah, well, progress west. Oh, okay. Up. Okay. Sorted. Rifle. Yeah, so like I was saying earlier, if you caught the beginning of the stream, I've toned down the damage from the AI, from the zombies and the bears, basically, because they were very overpowered. And I've increased the damage of the melee and ranged weapons. And 5. Oh, oh. But yeah, they're still a threat, basically. But they don't, like, one hit kill you. It's displayed. Yeah. 4, 8. Goes. Whoa. Goes. You get the idea. Anyway, so yeah, housing. So some of the houses you need a lockpick to enter. You can either loot lockpicks or you can craft them from the player inventory with scrap metal that you find either by killing zombies or, like I showed earlier, not that I need a crowbar, I can set it with an axe, but yeah, the barrels. You gather scrap metal by hitting barrels, basically. We now have a lockpick. Go into here. So housing, very similar to the motels, but you know, you've got a fridge. And take all, or really shift click in and out, or into inventory, and it stacks. Okay, so now I am hot. So yeah, the temperature affects you if you're too hot or too cold, basically. If I change the weather, I should. Oh, snow. Yeah, so containers that you would expect to find in housing. So fridge, there's then your bedroom. Yeah, so again, as you would expect. Yeah, you get the idea. Yeah. And okay, let's map on each housing development, the orange markers. You're gonna get similar housing, zombies, vehicles, etc. But you will also have water source. Yeah, here. The from, or if you had empty water bottles, and refill them. I'll just get some empty water bottles. We've got 10 empties. I've got 10 full. You can drink, and then you'll get an empty, and then full. Yep. So water bottles or whatever can be refilled at any water source. Let's just go down. Because then I can show you the fishing. Oh, bit for timing out. Oh, we got a deer. Cement. Up. Here we go. There's another spawn point there. But yeah, if we exit out now and then back into the game, then you will respawn at the spawn point that was replaced earlier in the stream. Yeah. And check my notes, see what. I think that's about it, really. Other than playing and doing the different points of interest around the map. I give mod you get the idea. You can fish. You eat raw fish or raw meat, then happens. Fish, your leg, as you would imagine, is not good for you. You need to cook the meat or the fish, etc., on a campfire. This one. Back. Any logs? I also reduced the health on the rocks and the trees, but I think it's now too low. But yeah. But yeah, like I was showing earlier, logs start the campfire automatically. You also get heat. In the vicinity of the campfire, you can see your temperature going up and down as around. Get in the vicinity. It'll automatically cook any item that you set. The fish. That's it. Yeah, it'll automatically cook any meat or fish or anything that's set as a recipe in the campfire. And it will cook it automatically and also produce a charcoal. As the wood burn. Out. That'll go out when. Yeah. You can swim. Look at that. AI should not spawn or near or in water for this reason that you can't boot. So let me make a note of that. AI. Something up at the spawn point or code for that. Okay, so now that we've been there, ideally what we need to do is head, I think if we head to the farm, then to Swanfield, then to the safe zone. And that will cover all of the different points of interest then, other than military base, which is done. Could get some nighttime effect in a moment. Once it gets dark, you get aurora, which you can now start to see. So I'm using a plugin called Ultra Dynamic Sky, which varies the weather dynamically, and then that also controls the temperature, etc. on the player. And you've got the change of seasons, and obviously day to night, of course, and the different weather variations. So, your sky. A little. Yeah, green sky. The aurora coming in now. Night time. Pretty cool plugin. Keep an eye out for 3 more days. Usually where there's bear, there's deer. Two more. just coming up to the farm now. And then in the distance you would see yeah, the main city, Swanfield. Go there later. And there. Good scar. That's ammo. This would demonstrate. Pick that. I know this one. Test. Quest markers. It's out there, okay. It does show up. It shows you which, obviously it's a zombie now, but I could set more quests coming up in the future. Have the marker on the AI that you meant to kill. Ten more. That way. National. We'll get zombie in the city, so we should head that way. So this white cube that you can see here, it's where I blocked out on the map this area around here, basically. So it's blocked off at the moment because I'm just building the area where I'm going to put the hospital. It's not ready for... Yeah, it's not ready yet. Vehicles I've added around the all of the roads surrounding the map. Here. And they're varied, so some abandoned, some crashed, some ready to be looted, so they all contain loot. Yeah, so all surrounding the roads, basically. Crashed. What are we gonna do? So, how far we are? 1.8 kilometers. What we'll do is just go into the city, build the zombie that we need for the quest, and I believe that's where the quest ends for now. I need to work on the quest system some more, but I've just put some quests in for testing purposes for now, basically. Any minute. Oh, there we go. Do AI. Okay, so we encountered a police zombie, which has better loot than these guys. And in the city itself, we'll have the military zombies. As you can see, the health is a lot higher, and they do hit a little harder as well. Okay, so that's military, yeah. Rifle shot, sorry. Yeah, and the police and military zombie do have a chance to drop weapons as well as ammo and oil. Coming up to the police station, which is why there's so many of them. Let's turn this up to me. gotta go here, my comment, and pause the stream. I died. So, yeah, so we've spawned back the bed that we set earlier. However, we are now quite a distance away from the safe zone. I wanted to show. Okay, what I'm going to do. This. Change the weather. It will start taking damage and die, and then respawn. This gets oh, because it's set back at here. Let me exit 1 minute. We'll I need to delete the save game. Okay, yeah, we'll do that another. I think that's about enough for today anyway. I think everybody gets the idea. Yeah, I think everybody gets the idea. I'm not sure whether anybody's seen the stream live or not, but it will be recorded and kept up on the YouTube channel. So, yeah, feel free to come by, subscribe, and get updates, I guess.